Okay, I might have to move in a minute because it's kind of quiet, but it has that, this area has that ability to get really busy. Okay, before I start mixing my words up anymore, today I'm going to talk about tiredness and energy and what it does to my brain. And yeah, you can clearly tell today is not a good day for that. I find it really hard to even just find simple words to make up an entire sentence, and I constantly call myself stupid for this, even though now I realise I don't actually have that much control over it. Oh, I did press the right button. Oh God, did you see? Oh, I'm gonna move. Okay, let's give it another go. So, I don't even know why I'm trying. I'm just trying to do it to kind of demonstrate the differences between my energy levels on different days, I guess. And I know it might seem like a really stupid thing to do, to film yourself in like a really crappy, annoying state, but I thought it would be a good opportunity for an honest thingy. There's some dude casing the joint out here, and I don't know if he's a security guard or if he just thinks he is. He's doing that thing where he hovers and walks around, stares at you, and I'm like, what? I'm not doing anything wrong. Anywho, I think there's a reason for today's tiredness, at least, or at least a part excuse, because I always have low energy, and when I say low energy, I mean so low that I think I have chronic fatigue syndrome, but it's really hard to get a doctor to diagnose you with that or even believe in it. So it's another reason why I haven't been able to hold down a job, because when you're constantly exhausted, it's very hard to sorry, it's just really pissing me off that I can't talk properly. It's really hard to get up and work and everything, but even to converse with people, it's just impossible. Wow, I'm finding this way more difficult than I thought. I'm going to try and not cut out all the fuck-ups, because that's what I'm trying to actually point out. What was my point? I remember. My point was my reason for being tired today, like a reason on top of my usual tiredness. So I had to get up early for me, which is 11:30 in the morning. And because I say early for me because I don't fall asleep until about 6 in the morning or 7, and that's partly due to the fact that I stay up late editing or watching YouTube or whatever, and the fact that I have insomnia. So that's just my natural time of falling asleep is 6 or 7. So to get up at 11:30, that's not a lot of sleep. So the reason I had to get up at that time, excuse me, was because I had to, you know, words, where are they? The people coming to view the flat. I don't know how to put that into the right words. I had to get up so that I could let people in to view the flat that's being sold, yeah? See, the problem is, when I've posted my videos, I don't know which ones I've posted, or whether I've mentioned things, and whether I've mentioned that our flat's being sold, and blah, blah, blah. So I'm kind of like, am I saying something brand new? I don't know. Memory is just it's like I don't have one. I'm pausing a lot so I don't just sit there with a blank face. That is one thing I'm doing, because it just makes it really long, and there's no point in that. Right. So they were coming at 12 o'clock, and they actually turned up really, like, on time. So that was actually good. But, so I'm fully dressed. I've kind of done a quick whip round to try and tidy up last night's mess. Like, all in half an hour, which it takes me about 2 hours to go from waking up to getting out of the door for my coffee in the morning, just to put clothes on and wake up, you know? It takes me a really long time to just get going. It's like time speeds up or slows down. I don't know which the right one is, but it's like to a regular person, something will take 5 minutes, it will take me 20. Does that make sense? So it takes me a really long time to get anything done, and even on normal days. So So they turned up on time, they were pretty quick, but then they started asking me loads of questions, and I was so like, I was like this. And they don't know me, they don't know I've got issues, and I'm like trying to hold up a conversation with these two like highly professionally dressed women. So they didn't seem that like interested, but she was asking me all the questions, and I was like, what's hardwood floor? I don't, oh my goodness. And then what did I do? I kind of tried to make myself stay awake, because I was like, okay, it's like really nice day, it's daylight outside, it's really sunny, you should go outside, get your coffee, sit in the sun for a bit, you know, get some shit done. After half an hour of realising I had sat still on the sofa and not moved, and I'd kind of been checking my phone a bit and just kind of sitting there going like this, I was like, maybe I should just go have like a nap for an hour or so, or like half an hour, just because I've only had about 5 hours sleep, and this probably isn't going to go well. I'm probably going to turn to a snapdragon for the rest of the day if I stay awake now. So I went back to bed in my clothes though, and I do this thing that I call a Dorito baby. I do not wrap myself in Doritos. Okay, I do no, wait. I know why I'm getting confused. Okay, it's called a duvet burrito, but why I'm getting confused is because when I do the laundry and wash the bed sheets, I make them into what I call a burrito baby. So I wrap them all up together into like a circular sausage, so you can't lose the pillowcases. So I was trying to say burrito baby and duvet burrito at the same time, because my brain just went, oh, we know two sayings with the word burrito in it, let's try and say them both. Anywho, this involves me being fully clothed, lying on one side of the bed and pulling the covers over from the other side. So I'm on top of the bed, but under half the duvet, if that makes any sense at all. I woke up 2 hours later with the cat at my feet. That woman there. Oh my god, help me. She just came up to me whilst I was filming. And, okay, I'm sorry. I'll try and, that's another thing, I get a bit hysterically laughy when I'm too... Things always make loud noises when I'm filming. I get hysterically laughy when I'm too tired. So that woman came up and asked me the most random question. First of all, did I work here? And I was like, no, I don't work here. And then she started talking to me and saying, oh, I wanted to know if they're doing like a toy donation drive for kids for Christmas for like people in need. And I was like, I just said I didn't work here, I clearly have no information. And she was like talking to me for 5 minutes, and oh my goodness. And then she was like, oh, I live down there. And I was like, I just can't believe this is happening. I'm filming a video about how I can't converse with people while I'm in this state, and now someone's come up and I'm supposed to act all normal and try and make sentences, and I can't remember where I left off. I think I was talking about my nap and the fact that I'd woken up 2 hours later, and yeah, I think that's where I hope that's where I left off. And basically I woke up and it was past 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Now my problem is I don't wake up to the sound of normal alarms. Like, even if I change them really regularly, my brain gets used to them really quickly. I have them at full volume, and it just won't. I just do not wake up unless someone is calling my phone. I will wake up to the sound of a phone call for some reason. I think my brain kind of panics a bit because I've always been freaked out by the phone. So I'll hear the phone ringing, so I'll wake up. So almost every day I get my other half to ring me to wake me up, which of course he did at 11:30, you know, to wake me up for the showing, but he didn't know I was going to go and have a nap for like, what, 2.5 hours. So this is what it looks like today. And I've got my morning coffee. I haven't eaten anything yet. This is my morning, and I don't know what the time... I'm looking for the clock on my phone, it's not there. I'm guessing it's around 5 now. I kind of, like, because I was dressed already and on the bed, I just kind of threw myself out of the door. I was like, need to get coffee, need to get some air, Jess, let's go and be a human. And not that you're inhuman if you're stuck in your house. God, I don't know what to do now, because it's gone on for so long. I don't know whether to carry on or go home and carry on from there, because I have a lot more to say on this subject and I'm getting a bit cold. I think I might go home. I haven't gone home. I'm going to just try and make it a quick kind of ending, because I do have a lot more to say, but I could just make a separate video about it another day. But this was more of a kind of demonstration of what I'm like when I'm in this state, because if I have the energy to make a video about energy, I'm probably not going to look quite as terrible as I do at the moment, or I might have my thoughts together a little bit more, so I might just use this as a kind of demonstration of just how derpy I get when I'm at my tiredest. Even though at my tiredest I wouldn't even be doing this, but yeah, I think you get the point. This has been a very, okay, there's a word that means not connected, and it's not, no, disconnected, I think that's right. This has been a very disconnected ramble from a very tired Jess, and I'm not sure what's going to happen for the rest of the evening, because it's already dark. I'm going to go home and put on my sad light, you know what I mean, that light that's supposed to like be like the sun. You know what I mean? Oh, I hope you know what I mean. I'll wait, midnight will come and I'll suddenly go, I'm awake now, what should we do? And it'll be time for bed. Because we have to get up early for another showing. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to go home. I already said that. Do you see? Do you see? Do you see? Ugh, I think you really do get the point. Okay. Thank you for watching. I've been waving for far too long now and I can't stop. I'm sorry. Bye. It never stops. Just as an end note, I just came in and there was a piece of post in our mailbox, obviously, for our landlord. And what we do with that is we give it to the concierge, the security team downstairs, and then they put it somewhere so we don't end up collecting it. And I was trying to explain this to the concierge and I couldn't. And I was just kind of waving this letter at him going, landlord. The landlord, you save it for the and he was just looking at me going, Jess, you alright? And I'm like, I'm really not. I'm tired. Sentences, no. I honestly think that's what I just said to him. Eek. There's one person that doesn't care that I can't talk properly, because he doesn't understand. See, a little fuzzy. Oh, he looks so grumpy today. He's usually got a really sweet little face. Oh dear, he went to go down. Tell you something else for nothing, other than the fact that apparently I can't finish this video and leave it as it was. When you're tired and you try and catch up, so you're doing things really quickly, you fuck up even more. Like, the quicker I try and do something, the worse I do it. So I've essentially just dropped everything I took out of the fridge on the floor, including my vitamins, which spilled open. And they're really expensive, so I'm going to have to just pick them up and pretend that didn't happen. Really sorry if you can hear the cat in his litter tray. But clearly you can, because I hear it on the video when I play it back. I'm going to go. Bye.